Psychic Side radio program on the A1R Psychic Radio Network, Moonstruck TV, Lightning TV, and a bunch of other places. We're the #1 psychic radio network on Earth, and I happen to be one of the hosts, so that's great news. And from what I'm seeing on the internet, we're growing by leaps and bounds, and there's going to be a lot more programming for you to enjoy here on the Psychic Radio Network, and I'm delighted to be a part of it. So today I wanted to talk to you about a few things. I just want to let you know I'm very active as far as traveling and making appearances in the Texas and in the Midwest area of the United States. And last Wednesday, we had a meetup, my Beyond Metaphysics meetup, and we talked about different soul connections. We talked about twin flames. We talked about kindred spirits, and we talked about soulmates. And we'll do programs on those things here in the future, here on the psychic side. But we also would like to just talk to you about developing your psychic ability. We're going to get into mediumship, and we're going to be taking callers and working with them as well. So I wanted to let you know, too, we just got back from Shreveport, Louisiana. We hadn't been there in a while, and we were delighted that we were warmly welcomed by everyone at the Peace of Mind Center. And we were really busy. Boy, I couldn't believe it. I was busy doing a palmistry class and doing readings, and Natalie, my wife, was doing aura pictures, and she was exhausted. She had so much business. I took her place, and they kept saying, "Where'd the lady go?" It's a little hurt, but that's all right. That's okay. I'm glad that she has her own following. This week I go to Wichita, Kansas. I'll be at the White Dove Yoga Center. I'll be visiting with my friend Dale. He always has a big crowd for me there as well. We usually go to dinner afterwards, and he catches me up on what's going on in Kansas. So it's nice to know what's going on there. Today, my topic is about claircognizance. I find that this particular psychic sense is so unique, and it's fun to talk about. For me, it is the psychic sense of genius. It's the psychic sense most noted by the word know. People say, "I know." Some people use the word intuition to describe claircognizance. Other people use the word intuition to mean a broader base of psychic ability. You hear women's intuition, and a lot of times women mean it as claircognizance. But for me, when women say that, it's a broader base. But for my purposes, I'm going to use intuition as psychic knowing. It's like I say, you can use it as an umbrella for all the psychic senses if you want. But for me, I like to limit it. And look good and sound great when you're ready. I guess we're broadcasting. I hope we are. Wendy and Brandy. Okay. Well, wait just a moment. I'm going to keep Wendy waiting for just a moment as I talk a little bit more about claircognizance, because I wasn't sure we were broadcasting. So the psychic sense of claircognizance is when ideas kind of drop into your mind, and these are very unique experiences because they don't involve a feeling, and they don't involve a vision, they don't involve other sensations, but just that drop into your mind. The claircognizance is not associated with a physical part of the body like the other senses, whether it be hearing or solar plexus or the vision or even the ears. And so that's what makes it so unique. So I'm really happy to talk about it. I'll get to Wendy here in just a minute, but I just wanted to say that this particular psychic sense is how we create things. This is why new things come along. because ideas drop into our minds. It gives us these aha moments, helps us with problem solving, and it helps us give direction in life. And one last thing before we go to Wendy, and that is that claircognizance taps us into the universal mind. It works much like I've talked a lot about the rubber band ball and how we connect with other people's energy through their energy strings. Well, our rubber band or our energy connects to the universe through claircognizance, and so it's interesting, and it's the way society kind of moves up and and progresses. So we've reached the point to where we're going to AI now. So let's go to Wendy real quick and let's see if we can help her out. She's in Mississippi, I believe. Wendy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes, sir.
is there a question about a relationship today, or is there another issue?
Um, Actually, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I'd be willing to know about anything you have to share with me.
Okay. Well, it just felt like there was something about a relationship that maybe you do want to be in a relationship. It's been a while since you've had someone in your life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there some sadness around you because of that, or because it just feels like you've been a little bit isolated? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir. That's dead on. Um,
Okay.
the father of
Well,
my
what?
kids, I was in a relationship with him, and he passed away a couple years back. And
Okay.
ever since then, I've just kind of, I don't know. It's like
Okay.
I don't have the feel. I don't know. It's like my heart doesn't work the same way.
Okay. Well, when I talk about relationships, it can be not just with someone in our physical world; it can be someone in the spirit world. So I'm very sorry that you lost your husband and the father of your child or your children. But we continue to have relationships with people after they pass away and are no longer in their physical bodies. We have a spiritual relationship with them. And were you living with this gentleman at the time? Was he your husband?
No, sir. He wasn't living with me at the time. We had separated for a while, and he just, I don't know. I had always thought we'd get back together, and then that's not
And he
going to happen.
passed away. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, Wendy, it does feel like you're doing a good job with your children, and feels like you have your heart and soul uh, for their well-being, and that's a good thing. But it also feels like you are ready to kind of move to another situation, or you'd like to move to having someone in your life. What is your birth sign?
My, I'm sorry.
Your astrological sign.
Oh, I'm sorry, Capricorn.
Your Capricorn. Okay. Well, Capricorn's just been through a lot of stuff the past several years, and so bless your heart. I'm sorry, uh,
I know.
but some of that's lifting. Right now, I don't really feel like Capricorn is ready for a relationship, even though you put a lot behind you. I feel like you're even though you'd like to be in a relationship. I feel like your main concern is going to be your kids and building something for your life. I do believe another person is going to come in your life, but it may not be immediate. If you do meet someone, I would work on friendships. I mean, there's other aspects of your chart that we could look at to maybe change that a little bit. But it just feels like you're in a period of healing. You're in a period of kind of finding out of who you are, and a period of growth. So that's where I see you at the moment. Is there anything
Okay.
else?
No, sir, that's it. And I feel a little more comfortable now because I was thinking something might permanently be wrong.
Oh, no,
Not,
no, no.
not
There's
like
nothing
being in a
wrong.
relationship. I was
No,
just
there's
like, I
nothing
just
wrong
don't
with
really
you.
want to.
No, you're doing just great, and just give yourself some time to do some healing. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you.
So much.
Okay. You're
Bye.
welcome. Okay. Well, that was Wendy. So we were happy to help Wendy out. And we can go back to talking a little bit about claircognizance, unless there's somebody else that just kind of pops up and wants to be on the radio. But for claircognizance, it is that, like I say, that genius aspect, that aspect where I believe we kind of are doing some remembering, you know, because as we are um, going from, if you want to call it past life to new life, we kind of, when we get back into a new life, we kind of remember, or we're kind of building upon what was done in the past. And for me, that's why, that's one reason or one explanation as to why society is moving ahead, and it moves ahead slowly. We're living a lot longer now than what we did when the cavemen were around, or even in the past couple of hundred years. That may be regressing, they tell me, but we're still living a lot longer, so we have more time to get more things done. So I hope that you will, continue to work on your psychic abilities. I'm thinking about trying to have an online certification program, and so you can join me on a Zoom call if you decided that you'd like to do that. But we're going to continue talking about it here on the psychic side. Next week, we're going to finish up talking about the psychic senses. We're going to talk about psychic smell and psychic taste, and we'll be telling you a little bit about what happened in Wichita. So for Miracles of Joy, our wonderful sponsor, please use the promo code PSO223 and buy something online with them to let them know you're listening to our program. And also, be sure to like me on my Facebook page. I'm trying to grow that a little bit. And I hope that you will contact me if you'd like to have a reading. So that's just about it here on the psychic side with John Cappello. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you here next week for another edition of our program. Take care. Bye-bye.